And now it's just loading. Let's see. Apparently I'm live. Hooray. Okay. Let's see if it shows up on my channel now. Yes, it does. Hooray. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Anybody who's been waiting while I figured out how to properly load this. Thank you for being patient. And thank you so much, Monsters in My Mind, for joining us today. I'm doing all right, you know, just trying to stay out of trouble because it seems like it's really easy to get in trouble nowadays. How about yourself? Oh, good, good. Nice. I mean, like you were saying, you know, it has its benefits to live in a smaller area as opposed to the big cities. Well, I'm sure you're grateful for that now. Yeah, right now you want to be isolated. I feel like that's like a recurring theme in, you know, most apocalyptic movies where it's like everybody heads away from the cities because that's where all the trouble is. Welcome, Anthony. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see. We're just gonna give it a few minutes for folks to show up. I do realize it's a couple. I'm a couple of minutes late here. There's some sort of issue with OBS Streamlabs where I had scheduled the stream for 6 o'clock and it didn't. It just erased all the information I had put in regards to the stream for the description. So I had to quickly kind of retype that up. Not as good as the first time, but you know, best I could do given the circumstance. All right, let's see. And yes, it did get tweeted out. So, Mr. Would you rather I call you Mim or Monsters in My Mind? Okay, cool, cool. Okay. All right, sounds good. Oh, Mim. Okay. All right, I'll go with Mim. It's not a big deal. I was just wondering. I didn't want to call you Mim and then, you know, you hated it or something. Like for me, there are a lot of narrators and people in the community who call me Margbot. And and I have to say it kind of irritates me. I understand where it comes from. So, I mean, I don't hold it against anyone. I could see why the mistake happens, but it is rather irritating. It's like, no. Yeah, definitely not my name. Hi, Miss Monster. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. It's nice to see a friendly face. Yes, Miss Monster. I miss her. She needs to come back. She has not uploaded in a while. Unfortunately, but you know, sometimes life gets in the way. And I mean for you, how do you manage to still upload and you know with everything you have going on in your life? Yeah, I did notice that. Ah, I see. Hold on 1 second. I'm being told that they can't hear your audio. Hold on. What that would be weird. I've been sitting here talking to myself for like the last 6 minutes then. 1 second. Let me make sure it's not just Miss Monster. Yeah. I mean, did I accidentally mute you or something? 1 second. Well, nobody can hear you. What is going on? Well, this has never happened before. Okay. Well, I just bumped your audio. I wonder if they can hear you now. Miss Monster said, I thought you were talking to yourself. Oh my goodness. Can you say something kind of long for us now to see if they can hear you? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. That's strange though, because you think I wouldn't be able to hear you. Okay. Testing. What's up? Mm-hmm. Okay, because I just got news that apparently it sounds like you were 3 rooms away. So are you not on your headset mic anymore? Okay, got it. Let's see if they can hear you now. Oh, I can't hear your fan at all. Yeah, we'll find out as soon as they let me know. I feel terrible. No, I have not. I can't hear him at all on my speakers. Don't come in here spreading lies. I hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can. Okay, hold on. I I might be able to fix this. Hold on. I think I know what the issue is on this end. It definitely sounds louder for me. Does it sound louder for you guys? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, when they let us know. There is like a certain lag, so they don't let you know right away. 1 second. Guys, anything? No, I was talking to the folks in the chat. Let's see if any of them respond. No, don't give up on us. Okay. Sorry, guys. You know what? I think I'm going to message my friend who knows what he's doing. Sorry guys, hang tight for me. I know that when I was streaming with Slumber Reads Stories After Midnight, showed me how to fix showed me how to fix the volume for each individual person, and I can't remember how I did that. I already tried that though. So I'm trying to get... I can hear you. I've heard you this whole time. I just don't know what's going on. Um, Guys in the chat, can you let me know if you can hear us? Make sure the meter in OBS is lighting up when he speaks. Yeah, the meter is lighting up when you speak. It is, if it is, make sure he is speaking in the yellow portion. Yeah, you can't see that, so hold on. Okay, say something now. No, it's not lighting up in the yellow portion. So, okay, so it's an OBS thing. I am so sorry. So maybe it's my Can you say something for me now, please? Oh, it's not really moving. No, it's not catching. No, like it's not moving at all. Well, I just started using it because they discontinued the Google Hangouts. So it's just more finicky than Google Hangouts ever was. And it's so irritating. Let me see. Okay, let me... Because I don't have you muted. Okay, let's see if that makes a difference at all. Why is this? Okay. Let me tinker with these sound settings here. Audio. All right, I'm gonna share my screen right now with Stories After Midnight and see if he can figure it out. Yeah. Hello? Hello. Hey, what's up? Obviously, I'm having technical difficulties. I have no idea how to fix this. By the way, we're still live. Yeah. Is it still showing you the screen share? Okay. I feel like whatever I tinkered with last week when I was interviewing Slumber is what's wrong now. I just don't remember where it was you told me to go. I'm sorry. Okay, I thought you were already able to see it. Sorry. Okay. No, I'm sharing my actual desktop. Oh God. Hold on. Here, let me do that. Screen. There. Can you see Discord? Or, sorry, can you see OBS now? Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. I do. I do. What do you mean? How can I show you that? Okay. And? Okay, it says speakers, Yeti, stereo microphone. That's the select playback device. Uh-huh. What? Uh, okay, hold on. Uh-huh. Okay. Add source. And what am I doing with this? Cancel. Okay, audio. Where's audio output? Oh, there it is. Okay. Add source. Add source. Yeah. Yeah. I can select Yeti, the regular speaker headphone that the computer comes with, headset, which is my current headphones, and then my headphones, something AG audio. Is it, yeah, so you want me to exit out of this? Okay. Done. Okay, audio output capture. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, hold on. Let me see something. Okay, can you say something? No, it's not capturing it. Maybe I should just use old school headphones right now. Because I feel like that's what's going on. Hold on, give me a second. Hello? Hello? Hoi vey. Hello?
Hello? Hello? Um, I see me coming through desktop audio, though I'm probably hecka loud. Oh, shut up, Siri. Oh, sorry, stream demonetized.
What?
I said shut up, Siri, and then I said your stream's
Oh, there
demonetized.
we go. That's
Oh,
exactly. Okay, yeah. I guess
yeah,
because I was using new headphones, it didn't like that. Hoi.
probably something there with settings and whatnot. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out at some point because these are really cheap headphones that I'm using, but whatever. It is what it is. Like, this is the whole reason I bought those headphones too. But anyway,
And you're just plugging them into the Yeti?
no, the new headset that I bought is a Bluetooth headset. It's like they're like the big guys that go around your ears and are kind of noise canceling.
Ah, okay. Well,
Yeah.
there you go.
Okay, awesome.
Um,
Now we can get
yeah.
back on stream. So sorry for everybody. I mean, I don't know what else to do. Anyway, okay, so thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, have fun, you kids.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Monsters?
Yes.
I am so, so sorry. Okay, let's make sure that they can hear you. Can you say something for me, please?
Yes, this is Monsters in My Mind, and
Oh,
I
it's
think we got this
perfect.
working.
Yes, it's perfect. Okay.
All right. All right, I'm going to switch back over to my computer though, if that's all right. So
Yeah,
hopefully that
no, no
works,
worries.
and we
It's
don't mess
perfect.
anything up.
That's no,
Okay.
I won't touch anything.
Okay, hold on.
All right. Okay, everybody. Thanks for hanging tight. All 6 of you. Very much appreciated. Let's see. What did I miss in the chat? Hi, Stacy. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Who else? I don't think there's anything else.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. All right, I think we should get started because I think we kept everybody waiting for a while now. Okay. So.
I was trying to keep them warmed up. I don't know how well I did.
Well, you know what? Any effort is appreciated at this point
Yeah.
because everything was just going haywire on my end. And this entire time you thought it was you, but it was actually me. So thank you for trying to fix a
that's good to
problem
know.
that when it wasn't even you. Anyway, so how about you tell us a bit about yourself? You know, just a general story.
Just a general story of my life. Well,
Yes, it all started on a
It
summer's
all started.
eve. Now, like of your channel, unless you do want to share your life, but most people like to keep, you know, the mystery to themselves. But yeah, the name of the
Sure,
channel, how long you've been around, you know.
well, the channel's name is Monsters in My Mind. I've been around almost 2 years. In my about section it says I started in June, but I don't count that because yes, I had the channel. Yes, I posted like one thing, but I was barely doing anything at that time until about December. So that's when I count that I really started. So I don't know. I don't know if it matters or whatever. So about a year and a half though, right now.
Yeah, I feel like most of us did that where we started the channel and didn't really upload at all or regularly, or we uploaded one thing and then we didn't know if we were going to continue. So that's pretty
Yeah,
standard.
exactly. Yeah, it took me about 6 months to figure out that I'm gonna try doing something. It was probably about the time I hit Twitter. I was almost done, and then I started noticing a lot of the narrators had Twitter accounts in their banners and stuff. So I was like, maybe Twitter's where it's at. And so I got on there and started making, friends and acquaintances and stuff. And I was like, okay, I'll stick around now.
Yeah, it definitely helps to have, you know, people in the community that that can give you advice or promote your stuff, you know, and Twitter is a good base, I feel like, for promoting YouTube horror channels.
Yeah, it seems to be the main area because I've tried Facebook. You get a lot of followers, but I don't know. I think they're all bots mostly.
Yeah, I feel like there isn't a lot of engagement from Facebook.
No, there isn't. And Instagram, it's okay, but I don't know. I think out of all my social media that I've been using lately, Twitter's the one that's done the best and I like the most.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah, I agree. So
Yeah, I don't know how people have started channels without being on Twitter, honestly. That would be so hard.
So it's funny you say that because I started without Twitter. I didn't even know.
Really?
I didn't know this whole Twitter game existed. And I just started uploading, and the one place where I was telling people about myself, I think I had like 50 followers or subscribers by the time that I hit Twitter, which 50 isn't a lot. But, you know, I got to start on Amino, on the horror Amino. Yeah. I made a few friends there, and they kind of just, you know, told other people, and I guess they shared it on their Twitters or whatever social media they had. But, yeah. And then I finally found Twitter, and I was just like, oh, so this is where you've all been hiding.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much me. I think I had like maybe 20 or 30 subscribers before I got on Twitter. And then in like a month, I got over 100 or something like that. It helped a lot. It definitely helped a lot.
Oh, for sure. So, how did you come up with the name?
The name? Well, I didn't, actually. My daughter did.
Oh.
She was 13 at the time, I think, when I started. 13. Yeah, 13. And I was thinking about starting a YouTube channel and decided on horror narrations. But I couldn't think of a name. So I was just out there. And honestly, my daughter, my oldest daughter, I call her my director of art, pretty much. She's my art director in my company because she comes up with some really good ideas. But I was just asking, like, I want something that describes the chaos in my head, like the madness that goes on in people's minds. And I was like, in Madness of the Mind was one of them, but she came up with Monsters in My Mind, which I liked a lot better.
Yeah, and it
So
really lent itself to a great avatar for your channel because I love your avatar. It just
thank
definitely
you.
reflects your name, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it makes it stand out.
Yeah, man did that one, and he did a great job.
Yeah, man does a
So
wonderful job in general,
he is.
honestly, because he's done one of my avatars and one of my banners, and he's just so incredibly talented. He really brings the concepts to life.
He does, and unfortunately, he did it so well though that if I ever feel like changing it or updating it or something, I don't know what else I would do. So I
Can't
guess I'm
top
just
that.
no. It's so good. I think I'm just gonna have to stick with this one.
Yeah, I
So
mean, it's not a bad one to stick with, honestly, because
no,
like you said, I don't know how you would top that. He did a wonderful job.
yeah.
What is your current subscriber count?
Current subscriber count is 1,529.
Woo!
So
Made it over
yeah,
1K. All right, headed
yeah,
towards 2K. Hooray!
yeah. Hopefully soon. And I do have a 1,500 or 15.
Hello? Hello?
Special coming out soon. It's
You cut off there for a second. You said you do
oh
have I think you said that you do have a 1,500 subscriber special coming out. Is that what you
yeah,
said?
yeah. A mega collab. I'm hoping to have it out very soon. It was supposed to be out sometime this week, but I think it'll be more like next week, just with life and stuff like that. So
Yeah, definitely
yeah,
understandable. A lot going on
yeah,
everywhere right now. So we'll be
yeah.
sure to keep our eyes out for that.
Okay.
1,500 subscriber special. Gosh, I can't talk. So, what inspired you to start your channel?
Mostly, I wanted somewhere to practice my writing. When I first started out, I only did my own material for about almost the first year. I was only writing my own stories and posting those. And yeah, I could have gone on No Sleep and just like posted them there, but No Sleep is a little more restrictive than I wanted. I wanted a little more freedom. And there's other subreddits, and I could have just stuck to the writing, but I was like, if I'm gonna write them, why don't I just see what happens there? So I don't know. I've always liked things where I have to learn and kind of grow.
And this is perfect
And
for that because
yeah,
there's no
because I
real
learned
expense to learning and growing in this
right,
genre.
and I had to learn video editing, audio editing. I had to practice my writing. I mean, even to some extent, marketing. You kind of have to start
Yeah,
getting a feel on how to market yourself
yeah,
and
definitely.
networking and stuff like that. It's a lot more than I thought it would be. It's almost like its own business.
Yeah,
Well, it
it
is. It
definitely
pretty much
is.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even when you don't make
So
money, it's pretty much its own business.
yeah, yeah. Well, you learn the business to be able to make the money. So, and I've gotten pretty lucky. I got monetized not that shortly after I hit 1K. So
Yeah,
that
back in
was
the
that
good
was
old days.
really encouraging. Yeah. Well, like 2 months ago, I think, or 3 months. So, but yeah, I was glad that all came together for me right when it did. Not that it's doing too much, but
It's something.
it's nice to have been able to hit that 1K and get monetized right around the same time.
Yeah,
So
I mean it's a huge milestone at this point for anybody who started a channel and started it recently because you have to hit that number of views, the number of subscribers, and then they'll consider you, and maybe 8 months later they'll let you
yeah, and
monetize.
I've seen that. So I've seen it where people hit that 1K and it takes them a while. So I was really lucky and really happy that it all worked out for me pretty close together.
Yeah, it's great. So what motivates you to continue creating videos?
Um, I just enjoy it. I enjoy the process.
Yeah, I think it all goes back
Um,
to, you saying that you were looking for a platform to expose your writing, and then you kind of just grew from there. I mean, you had
Right.
something previous to the YouTube channel that you enjoyed that was kind of related, so I'm willing to bet that's what keeps you going.
Actually, I'd like to get. I don't do much of my own writing. I think the last 6 months, I've only really done 2 of my own stories. So I would like to get back into that, but um, other than that, just actually the process of recording it, the video editing, I really enjoy those 2 parts. The audio editing, not so much. The audio editing gets a little tedious.
I feel like most of us don't. There's a few special people out there that enjoy the audio editing, but I feel like most of
Yeah.
us feel like it's very tedious.
Oh my god. Yeah, having to listen to your own voice for an hour
Yeah,
and all the mistakes and relive all your mistakes that you
yeah,
made. Like,
definitely.
oh my gosh, why couldn't I just say that one word?
Why is this so difficult?
Yeah.
Like, it
Yeah.
shouldn't be this hard, you know? Like a 10-minute video should not take you an hour and a half to edit, but
Sometimes I wonder if I even know English or how to speak at all when I listen to those.
trust me, I know the feeling.
Right.
Looking back on your YouTube journey, is there anything you would change or that you wish someone would have told you in the beginning?
Um,
Hello?
YouTubers, hello, can you hear me?
You cut off there. I'm not
Oh,
sure
okay.
why it's cutting off.
When you see a video on YouTube, you really don't know what goes into the making that video. You're like, yeah, okay, it's gonna take some time, sure, whatever. But it's more than just that. It's more than just your time. It's a sacrifice in some instances too.
Yeah.
It's. I guess I wish I would have known, but I guess it's also something you don't know until you do it.
Yes.
Just how consuming it becomes.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's not until you start recording that you realize that you can't say common everyday words for whatever reason and you need to re-record them for 10 times more.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know that struggle until you've been there. Because, I mean, we all assume, like, oh, how difficult can this be? You know, like they're just reading words off a screen. Now you try it. You try
Yeah,
saying, I don't know, serendipitous and nailing it on the first try.
and not just saying it correctly, but saying it so it sounds natural,
Yes.
and keeping the tone of the story
Yes.
and things like that. So, which I'm still working on a bit of my voice acting. I did switch to true stories from No Sleep. It's a bit easier, I feel, in my opinion, because you don't. When I did the No Sleep or when I do my own stories, I tend to try to voice act a bit more. But when I do the true stories, it's a slightly different delivery that is a bit easier for me to do.
Yeah, I mean, the true stories is like you're telling a friend a story, like, hey, this, and this happened to me. Whereas when it's more of a no sleep story, you're just like, you're trying to bring these characters and the situation to life.
Exactly. And you do it in a way so that you don't sound like you're trying, but you are, which is the sweet spot, I guess. You got to, because you don't want to overact either. So it takes a little more finesse to get that emotion in there without sounding too emotional. And
Yeah.
it's a weird place to be in for me to try to find it. The true stories are a bit easier for me to do.
Yeah, there's no like special cadence or, like pronunciations or like rhythm, I guess, with the true stories. You're just like, oh, yeah, I was walking down, the alley the other night, and it can all be in the same tone, and that's what people are used to in that genre or subgenre in the true story.
Yeah.
It could all be in the same tone, like it'd be like a robot could be reading it, and it would be fine.
I prefer not the robot voice, but yeah, I get what you're saying. It's a little bit easier.
Yeah,
You can be a little more deadpan in your delivery,
there you go. That's the word I was looking for. Deadpan.
which sometimes I find that my biggest struggle is slowing down when I read those stories because I'm a naturally faster talker, and I feel like I have to slow down a bit for the true stories.
See, I have that problem with
And
all
also,
stories because I am a fast
yeah.
talker. So, is there something that you do that, like, even if it's unconscious, like, is there something that you do with the no sleep stories that help you kind of slow down?
Oh, the true stories to help me slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the no sleep, my delivery's a little bit faster on that. I don't feel like it affects the story. But yeah, the no sleep,
Oh,
I just
okay.
remind myself, or the true stories, I just remind myself to slow down, take a deep breath, because I'll get caught up in the story and I'll notice I'm speeding up, and so I'll just take a deep breath and slow back down.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, that's always been a concern for me because I know I'm a fast talker. So I just sometimes I forget and I don't realize it until I'm listening to the story back again. And I'm like, I just recorded 15 minutes of audio and there are very little mistakes, but I sound like I'm running.
But yeah,
So
you're just going right through it, blowing right through it. Yeah.
yeah, it's a problem. Okay. Do you have any advice for people starting a new channel?
Don't beat yourself up. I think a lot of people come into this expectation, or come into this with the expectation that they're gonna post a few stories and get big overnight. I kind of did when I first started. I was a little more realistic, I think, maybe because I'm older than some of the other narrators. Not that like I'm the oldest or super old, but I'm a little bit older than most of the other narrators. And I feel like they just think, oh, I'm going to post a story, it's going to take off. Patient with yourself. It's a huge learning curve,
Yeah.
and definitely learn how to not just edit your audio, like equalize, compress,
Yep.
all that stuff. Kind of put a little bit of polish on the audio. That I feel makes a huge difference, and it sounds a lot more professional if you know how to do that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I can see why you're saying don't beat all these steps and it's not like there's a handbook for this stuff
Marathon,
out
not a
there.
not a sprint.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So anybody looking to start a channel, be patient with yourself. Don't beat yourself up. That's the advice from Mim here.
Yeah.
What is your favorite topic to cover in your videos?
Favorite topic. Actually, I really dig like cult stories, but they've never done fairly well for me. I've done 2 videos on them because I really enjoy the. I don't know. It's spooky to me, the thought of hiking out in the woods and meeting a group of people who are doing something weird.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorites, but it hasn't done that well. The ones that I've done on that, my best ones are either creeper stories, like stalker stories, or cryptids have done the best for me.
Cryptids do so well, I
But
feel like, for
I
most
enjoyed
people.
the cult one. Yeah, yeah. Cryptids I've noticed are becoming hot again lately. A lot of channels have been doing those and taking off and stuff like that. So I think there's probably trends in the horror community as well as
Oh, yeah.
everywhere else.
Definitely. Definitely. And if I have to be honest, I prefer the cult videos anyway. Like
Yeah,
I love the idea that there's like this creepy like gathering of people somewhere out there and they're trying to get you. But that's me.
yeah,
Like you said, most people prefer the like cryptids and like the stalker people.
yeah.
Personally, I'm not a huge fan of cryptids personally, but I am like an exception for that in this community. Are there any topics that you have not covered that you wish to cover?
I want to do more alien topics. I tried with a video previously. I think not last video, but yeah, 2 videos before. Um, I honestly don't know where to find really good alien stories, close encounters kind of things. I tried Reddit, got a couple, but I really had to pad that one out with some other stories just because I couldn't find enough good quality ones. And I mean, they got to be out there. Alien abductions have been a thing for years, but that's definitely something I'd like to look at more.
Yeah, that would definitely be cool. Can you hold on a second? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, while we're waiting, I noticed Tall Tale TV said punch and roll editing. I'm not entirely sure what that is.
Sorry, I had to plug in my laptop.
Sorry. Oh,
Um,
that's okay.
You cut
Good.
off. I'm sorry. You're cutting off for some reason. I'm
Oh,
not sure why.
I don't know why. I've had that issue on my end with you a couple times too.
Huh. I wonder if there's like a Discord problem. I guess we'll just make the best of it. Okay. So as far as the alien stories, I've noticed that there's a lack of, how should I say, not original stories for aliens, but just, I guess, quality stories. Like, you can find them out on the internet, but most of them are just like pieced up things that you're, I don't know, personally my subscribers wouldn't appreciate because there's no like there's no flow to them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, they're kind of just jarring, cut
Yeah.
in and out, kind of bit. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
But if someone out there, Mim, could find some really good ones, that'd be great because I definitely listen.
I will do my best because I would like to.
Yeah, and you know what? The
I would like
videos where
to.
you're reading something that you're super interested in always come out the best in my experience.
Hmm. I would agree. Would
So,
agree.
what are the plans for the future of your channel?
Well, I want to expand a little bit into true crime, but I mean, I want to. I don't know. I don't know if it'll hurt my channel or not. I like to be kind of a multi horror kind of thing. I just get bored with the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to do some few true crimes. I got a video coming out soon about unusual deaths of the 20th century.
That should be a
So
good
just
one.
more of them. Yeah, there's some really interesting ones I found. So hopefully I can get that out soon. I've been working on it for a while. I gotta write up the whole script and everything myself.
What brought
So
you to research that? Because that's not a common topic you see out there.
actually, yeah, I think I've only seen a couple other. I think it was that good. There was definitely more unusual deaths than what they talked about. Uh, I don't. If I remember correctly, I think last time I did a true crime, somebody, because I asked if would you like to see more true crimes, and somebody said unusual murders, and I couldn't really find too much information on unusual murders, but things about unusual deaths popped up, so I just went with that.
Nice. Well, it sounds like a good topic, and I'm sure it'll be a great video. So you guys keep your eyes peeled for that one because I know I certainly will. It's something that's not overdone in the community. So I always welcome topics like that.
Yeah, hopefully it'll come out 2 weeks. I'm hoping we'll get that together 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, the original ones that, that you write yourself are always the ones that take the longest, but they're kind of like your babies, at least for me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I got 3 to 4 writing projects in the mix right now, so things are kind of jumbled there. On top of trying to at least get one video out a week.
Yeah, that's difficult. Good, and you have
Yeah.
kids. It always blows my mind, and it makes me feel terrible for myself that I don't have any kids, and yes, I take care of myself. I don't live at home with mom and dad, but like you guys that have kids and like a spouse and a real life, like, and you still manage to do all this stuff. I don't know how you do it because I mean obviously I suck at uploading regularly, and I'm just like, why can't I do that? I don't know. Maybe you guys have more of a sense of responsibility than I do because I kind of
I've
half adult most of the time.
I've pretty much had to cut video games out of my life right now, which for me, I loved relaxing at night, playing a game before bed. But now my spare time is pretty much my channel, and that is my spare time.
Well,
I
as long as
watch
it's something you
maybe a
enjoy
video
also.
before bed. Yeah, which I do, so it works. So, but yeah, I've really had to schedule my time to make it possible.
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine. If you didn't have a horror channel on YouTube, what other
Hmm.
type of channel would you have?
Comedy.
Comedy. Huh.
Yeah, initially I was gonna go comedy, but buying a camera, actually I got some parts to it. I was gonna do a green screen and do skits on that. I got lights, I got green screen, I got a green screen frame, I do have a camera. It's not the best, but I was going to go with that. But just initially, the whole setup for that was just too much. So I
Oh,
went
here
with
you are.
my writing and working on that. Yeah.
Do you
So,
think
but
you'll-
I do.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think I'm going to answer the question you're about to ask. And yes, I'm.
I'm sorry you cut off there.
Oh, I said I think I will get into comedy.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I mean that would be cool to see. A lot of us are we love our dark horror, but we also love comedy. I've noticed. Like it's almost like they go hand in hand, you know?
They do, and I have a couple stories out there where I slide a bit of humor into them. So I've tried.
To slip it in there a little bit.
Yeah, there was one that was pretty much just a dark horror. It's called Worst Night of My Life. It features Penny Tailsup and Nefarious TV. They did parts in there, and that one is pretty much all just dark humor.
Nice. I'll have to go listen to that one because I don't think I've heard it, and I've heard a good deal of your videos, so it might be one that I haven't listened to.
It's a ways back there. I haven't. Yeah, it wasn't
Okay.
like the first one I did, but yeah, it's a ways back there. But it's still I enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun writing the story and narrating it and having friends on there with me.
Awesome. It's always nicer when you have friends on.
Yeah.
Okay. So final question for me is Pop-Tarts or toaster strudel?
Well, I am gluten intolerant, so I'd have to go with neither. But
Aww.
if I had to pick, it would be toaster strudels. They just seem a little fancier, even though I've never had one.
They taste
And I haven't had a
too.
Pop-Tart. I haven't had a Pop-Tart in probably 15 years.
And I'm sure you remember them tasting like cardboard.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They absolutely did.
So just FYI, I don't know if you or your wife bake, but I have seen a gluten-free toaster strudel recipe out there. Just in
My
case, you know.
My wife does bake, and I'll have to look for that.
Yeah. So if you do try it, let me know. Let me know what you think. If it lives up to the fanciness that you think it is.
And also, speaking of my wife, she has graced my channel twice.
She has what? I'm sorry.
Really good. Graced my channel twice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you credited her as your wife?
I credit her as Evil Emmy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. I'm pretty sure I've heard those videos because that does sound familiar. But I didn't know that was your wife.
Yeah. Yeah, she's in, I think it was third one back. She was in my Creepy Stalker Stories Volume 2.
Pretty sure I have heard that one.
Yeah.
So have you, like, how does that work out as far as, like, including your wife or your family? Because I think it's only been your wife so far, right? Would you...
I've had my daughters in a video too.
Oh, did you credit them as your daughters, or, like, are they under other names too?
Let's see. One of them is under Nightmare Lily. The other one is, oh goodness, it's hard to pronounce her name. Amara.
Oh, see, you don't even tell us these things. So it's a whole family affair. Like, that's so much fun. That has to be fun because, I mean, I've seen other people include, like, their kids or their significant others, and it's always nice when it works out that way because I feel like it must make it more special to you.
It does. And actually, Nightmare Lily is even considered starting her own narration channel. So she's been on 2 stories with me. One of them was a collab on Zach Baby TV. It was a zombie one.
I mean, why not? She already
Yeah.
has, like, you could promote her, so that would definitely help her out. She has, like, a foot in the door technically already there.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's people like you who just throw out names out there, but, like, there's no channels to back them up that, like, I don't know. I've read into other channels that do that, and I go looking for these names in their own channels, and there's nothing to be found. So it's people like you that confuse me, and I'm like, well, this person has a great voice, but I can't find them anywhere. So
Yeah, you're not the only one who's... a couple people went looking for Nightmare Lily. They couldn't find her.
see, there you go.
So
So be sure to let us know if you do, if you're any member of your family starts
Oh
a
yeah.
channel, because I'd be happy to promote them. Let's see. Okay, so now questions from the audience. Dingleberry writes, question: does he look at fictional narrators or true scary narrators as inspiration? And if so, who?
Yes. Let's see. In the true scary stories, Celestial Noir has kind of inspired my style of delivery for those. And in the No Sleep, Mr. Creepypasta, I kind of look at him, because at first I was doing fast deliveries. I'm like, oh man, I'm so fast, and everybody else is slow. And then I found Mr. Creepypasta. I'm like, wait, he's kind of fast in his delivery too. So obviously that'll work. So that's okay. So
Yeah. Okay. Those are
too, and Celestial Noir has a very natural style of delivery that I try to kind of add into when I do a true story. I try to kind of not necessarily copy them, but get kind of that natural sound to it.
Yeah, Celestial has a very conversational approach to them, and I enjoy that. He's actually one of those people that I can listen to while going to sleep, and it's not an issue. Not because, his delivery's boring or anything, but just because it works for me, because it is conversational. It's like somebody's talking to you.
And I'm sorry, you cut out on who that was. Did you say Celestial Noir?
Celestial Noir, yeah.
Yeah. Although I have slowed down a bit in my true scary story delivery.
I've never thought that you rushed through them. Like, they never felt rushed.
Okay.
Just personally.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I kind of felt that way, so I slowed down a bit in those deliveries. But in the No Sleep stories, when I do them, I don't necessarily hold myself back as much.
Gotcha. Tall Tale TV said, Monsters in My Mind, I sent you a tweet with info on Punch and Roll. Feel free to hit me up if you have any questions.
Okay. Thank you, Tall Tale.
Let's see. Tall Tale is very helpful. Great guy. Let's see. Dingleberry said, what does he think about guys that are more in the newer generation with big followings like Mr. Haunted, Bad Vibes, Bad Vibes, and Nightmare Files.
Nightmare Files.
I can't talk tonight.
I mean, I think they're great. I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, they're doing something right. That's for sure.
Mr. Haunted. Who is Mr. Haunted? I don't think I've seen that name before.
Oh no, no.
Has he been around for a while?
Yeah, he is.
Well, it says I've looked him up before. Oh, I do know who Mr. Haunted is. Never mind.
Yeah.
I recognize the avatar now. It kind of reminds me of a dino, although I'm sure that's not what he's going for.
I thought that too, actually. I was like,
hooray! It's not just me. Yeah.
But the only one I know somewhat personally would be Bad Vibes, and he's just an awesome guy. Great supportive for new people coming in.
Yeah,
very
Bad
supportive
Vibes
of them.
Is very chill. He's like a really laid back dude, and he's just embracing new people. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss anything else? Dingleberry, you're the one who runs the YouTube horror Twitter account, right? I think so. I don't think I've missed anything else. All right, so here's this. Since we were talking about marketing, here's your chance. Why should people watch your channel?
Why should they watch my channel? Because it's good.
Why is it good?
I don't know. Why is it good? Because I try my best to find interesting stories, which, though it does sometimes slow down my ability to put them out, I feel like each story on there is one that I have personally found to be scary. I'm not just grabbing what I can and just throwing it up. I try to read through them. I like their vibe. Sometimes, once in a while, they're not the best written, but I like what they're trying to convey. I like how they made me feel kind of scared. So I really try to put attention into the types of stories I find when I put up there. I also have original stories on there on occasions, and I'm trying to cover less touched on subjects. So I feel like it'll keep it interesting.
You strive for originality.
Yeah, I do.
Great.
Do.
That's a good reason to
In a nutshell.
to listen.
I mean, if you just, yeah.
I mean, I listen to you obviously, and there's got to be a reason for me to listen to you because I'm kind of picky
Yeah.
about what I listen to. So check him out, guys, if you haven't already. I would love to see him grow. Like, he definitely deserves it, and hopefully we get to see more content here soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping I get into a groove. There may be some changes coming up in my life that will allow me to post more frequently. I am hoping in the next few months.
Awesome. That's always something to look forward to, at least when you're a YouTuber. Like when
Yeah.
something is actually going positively, and you're like, hey, this will help me upload more. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, guys, I think that's it for us tonight. Thank you for everybody who stuck around, and I am so sorry, Monsters in My Mind, for all the technical difficulties and everybody who was, here since the beginning. So sorry. I'm sorry it seemed like I was talking to myself for the first 5 minutes of the stream. Anyway, I will try to edit it so that, I get just the interview and nobody has to listen to like 10 minutes of nothing. And yeah, I think that's it for tonight. And you guys stay safe out there. I know the world's crazy. Please don't do anything crazy and don't be caught in the middle of anything crazy. Anything you want to add, Mim?
Oh, thanks for having me on, and thanks to everybody who stuck around.
Of course, and that's
been a
my
pleasure.
fault. Hopefully I get to interview you when you hit 5K, and it'll totally just make up for this whole thing.
I would be nice. I would love to hit 5K.
I'm sure you will. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of
Yeah.
how quick